This Morphin Network video is sponsored by Ranger Stop Convention and Ranger Stop and Pop. Have you ever wanted to see all your favorite Power Rangers together in one epic convention? Go to Ranger Stop! Ranger Stop and Pop! June 10th through 12th, 2022. Atlanta, Georgia. Ranger Stop 8, November 11th to the 13th, 2022, Orlando, Florida. Get your tickets now.
Time to be the queen. Change, wasp. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have a pun for this one. I don't have an opening skit. Very little happens in these two episodes. So let's just get it done. Let's just get this over and done with. Welcome to the Writer Time Podcast. I'm TimeRider Zero, your host. My partner's not available, so I'm just flying solo. And of course, today we're covering episodes 31 and 32 of the Writer Time Podcast. Kamen Rider Revice, which combined the title would be Guidance of Illusion, Queen's Pride. So these two episodes, episode 31 continues where episode 30 left off. We get more of Vicky's backstory and find out who the real killer really is. And of course, it's exactly who I thought it was. Yeah, murder mysteries are like a little too easy for me at this point. Yes, the killer was, or rather, the contract holder was the guy who does the voice of Vice, because Icky injured a guy, and that's why he stopped playing football. And the reason he became a Vice Step contract holder is just so they could reconcile. I'm gonna be honest. There are much better ways of making two people reconcile. I don't know about you, but personally, there are much easier ways to make people reconcile. I mean, like maybe like make them talk it out. And quite frankly, how would turning yourself how would summoning a dead man even do that? Sure, the dead man could create an illusion to make you relive parts of your past, but how would it help you though if the other person isn't acknowledging it either? I think if both of them just came together and just talked it out, it would have worked better. Beyond that, pretty much nothing really happens this episode except Icky doesn't remember the fact that he injured his friend. So he's like, wait a minute, why am I not in these photos? Because if you recall, in episodes 4 and episodes 13, if I recall, Icky disappears from some photos, and we were left wondering what the hell just happened. Well, Icky finally asked the same question, and turns out every time he uses Vice's powers, he loses a bit of his own memories. So, on one hand, you could say this is a reverse Zeronos. On the other hand, you could say this is literally my Valentine from Yu-Gi-Oh! When she fights Malik Blishtar. I'm just kidding. Melvin Blishtar. Just kidding. Yami Merrick. Yeah, so we're not going to act like a bridge series actually happened. Yeah, every time he transforms, he loses a bit of his own memory. Doesn't really explain why he disappeared from the photos. At least in Harry Potter, it made sense, because when Hermione used the Oblivious spell, at least it makes sense. The parents won't remember she existed, so why should there be photos of her in them? But that's Harry Potter. This is Kamen Rider, where there is slightly more logic, like interdimensionally traveling rhinoceros beetles that give you the ability to stop time. Nevertheless, with that revelation, we do go on to episode 32, where literally there's more of nothing happening other than Sakura fighting Queen Bee Aguilera. That's all there is to the episode. She just there's just a bit of talking. Um, Sakura talks to that kid from the weekend. Julio shows up. It's like, hey, if I follow you, I might be able to get I might be able to find Aguilara, just like how if I kidnap Princess Leia, surely Obi-Wan Kenobi will go after her. Spoilers if you haven't watched Kenobi. But yeah, she did show up. She even comments, yeah, for once you actually did something smart. And in the end, they just the two of them end up fighting. The only thing that is worth noting in both episodes is that Sakura did try to fight in the episode, and every time when she tried to use one of her weapon vice stamps, Lovekov, her inner demon, is not able to transform into a weapon like it's been able to in the past. So clearly, this is gonna do some. This is gonna lead to some kind of follow up in a future episode where she gets a new weapon to become more powerful. And of course, because she can't summon weapons or even use her finisher, Queen Bee mops the floor with her, and Aguilara leaves because, you're weak. I thought so. I'm leaving, and the episode just ends with that. Really, there's really nothing to talk about this episode other than why do we just waste two episodes on something that we've either already seen or can be summed up in one episode. Like literally, like as I am summarizing this right now, and I use the word summarize loosely, but effectively I did summarize the two episodes just now, and there's so little going on that my summary is only like 5 minutes long. And yes, this is a discussion, not a plot summary, but so little happened that from what I've said so far, it may as well have been a plot summary. And the timer is only at 7:18, and that's including the intro to this podcast. So that's insert fourth wall reference here. Okay, episode 31. Did I even rate the previous two episodes? Because God, like the last two episodes were actually pretty decent. They were like a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 9. Here it's like part two, like episode 31, I would give it a 8 out of 10 because we get some revelations, but it could have handled better, and you could have kind of combined those two episodes. Let's be honest, and just like the revelation of the fact that, oh, it's the football coach that did it, and why he did it is just obscenely stupid. I'm sorry, this is dumb. This is dumber than Sakura walking down the stairs to the weekend secret base and then not going all the way downstairs for the reveal. That's how stupid it is. And then for the second episode, literally nothing happens except for Sakura getting her butt kicked. So obviously it's set up to build to the next episode where she's probably going to get a power up. But what's even the point? What's even the point if like you could just do it in this episode? We've already seen her fight Aguilara before. Let's see something new. Heck, I don't even want to see her have a new weapon, which I know that's what's gonna happen. I want to see her have an actual form change. We saw Kamen Rider Live have a form change. We know demons very well might have a form change at some point. John, she needs a form change. Let's be honest. Closest thing we got to a female writer having a form change was Kamen Rider Valkyrie 2 seasons ago, like turning into a Raid Riser. But again, she's a Raider. She's not a rider. They're not. It's not even a rider form. But at least she had Thunder Wasp. So at least she did have a form change. Maybe it wasn't a power up. It was just a side form. But at least she had something. Jean, all she can do is just summon weapons based on past riders. Hopefully next week, when we cover episodes 33 and 34, which will be this weekend actually, because it's already Memorial Day weekend, things will be a little bit better. Hopefully a lot better. But I very much doubt it. I mean, we had a nice roll going from episodes 25 to no wait, from 27 to 30. Why can't we just keep it rolling? In any case, those are my thoughts on the episodes. What did you guys think of the episode of these two episodes? Did you like them? Did you dislike them? Did you think that certain things should have been handled differently? Do you think that the football coach should have tried to make the two guys talk to each other instead of just turning into a dead man for no reason? Do you think that Sakura should get a new form? And are you tired yet of her fighting Aguilara again and again and again and again and again and again and again? It's her Willem Dafoe voice. This season is spitting in my face. Okay, I'm just kidding. Anyways, let's go to the comments section because we actually have comments this week. And welcome everyone in the comments. We are doing this live, of course, so your comments will be read live. So, L'Oreal, whom I haven't seen in what feels like years. How you been, L'Oreal? You say hi. How have you been? Like, I hope you've been doing well. I know that you met the voice actor for Richie from Static Shock recently. Well, I met the voice actor for Ebon. Actually come to think of it, I have it right here. He's a really cool dude. Alrighty. But yes, I did meet the voice actor for Ebon very recently. And so, like, I guess we're tied 2 for 2 in terms of static voice actors we met. I like how the story's working. Kamen Rider. For me, it depends on the season. Like, I like the classics. Just saying. Um, how'd it be if Tokugers had Revice appear as a manga in their comic book store? Hang on. I don't know. It's your fanfic. Do what you want. You're doing pretty well. I'm glad to hear that. Don't be jealous. You met Richie's voice actor. We're tied 2 for 2. Though granted, it's 2 for 2 because we both met Phil Lamar, but still, cool dude. I like Phil. He's a cool guy. Um, but yeah, that's it for the comments so far. And I hope you guys liked it. If you want to see more of my review of the Writer Time podcast, be sure to be sure to ding the bell icon, like, subscribe, etc. on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, so that can be kept up with all of our videos. If you want to see some Sentai reviews, hopefully Kent and Clement will finally get to summarize Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. I'm already 6 episodes into Dawn Brothers, so they need me to help a brother out. I will dun be there. And of course, we do review episodes of Power Rangers Dino Fury here and there. It's Netflix, they're in batches. We have until August to finish all 11 episodes before the next half of the season shows up. But but definitely check out our past interviews, including um, Michael Brogdon's interview with Kareem Prince. And I recently got to do a brief on-site interview with Philip Jean Marie. It was a really fun experience at the Robo Toy Fest. Be sure to check that out. And on that note, be sure to check out the Buttery Show, our sister channel, both on YouTube and on Facebook, and on Instagram, because there we've interviewed multiple actors from Robo Toy Fest, which you can see on YouTube already, and amongst them include both voice actors for Zanaku, one of which was also the voice of Ecliptor, as well as several other Ranger characters that appeared at that convention. And of course, uh, also we just did a review of um, we just did a review of Obi-Wan Kenobi episodes 1 and 2 on that channel, so be sure to check that out. And if you want to see more content from myself, you can follow me on Instagram at Belkin_Kabuto, and you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BelkinKabuto. I will start streaming mid-June, starting with finishing Sonic Heroes and continuing with Jedi Fallen Order because I never got around to playing that game. And of course, I will see y'all next week, unless we are gonna do more stuff for the Buttery Show during the week. In which case, watch the Buttery Show and Morphin Network. They're both awesome channels. But I'll see you guys until then. Have a great one. Peace out. Enjoy your Memorial Day. Bye.